I expect our panel may have more to say about that speaker's race, as well as the key dominating numero uno issue of the next legislative session, community college funding.
Well, certainly, Gary, I see my number one priority being the Tarrant County College system. I just want to assure you
Thank you.
that.
Let me make a note of that.
The good thing is that we do have a tremendous amount of work that's been done for the last 6 years on creating a better transportation system in the North Texas area. There are, of course, differences of opinions on what the governance should be and where those revenues should come from. But I am very hopeful because we have a group of people at the elected level who are willing to work with our localities and the people that care so much about that issue, that we are in this session going to finally be able to advance some type of solution for that. I'm very optimistic about it.
And I think appraisal reform. We did the franchise tax last time and we reduced property taxes, but I don't think a lot of people saw their property taxes really go down a whole lot. And a lot of it, I believe, because of the appraisal creep. And I think you're going to see House Bill 3 be filed here pretty soon that was going to be talking about that issue and trying to solve some of that appraisal creep. I think eminent domain is going to be a huge issue. It was vetoed by the governor last session, and it will be large as well. So those are some of the other issues I think will be top.
We need to have some openness and transparency in the health insurance world, and we need to encourage insurance companies to have individual policies that are affordable, and that's certainly a high priority. In terms of children's health care, I think it's not just enrolling people and spending money on children's health care, but it's how we spend the money. And right now, you will pay for a child to go to the emergency room, which is really expensive, by the way, but you won't pay for a child to go see a primary care doctor. So one of my priorities is to make sure that we have personal physicians for children on CHIPS and Medicaid, and I'm working on a project right now that I hope to introduce in this session to do just that.
But rather than getting into policy detail, I think the biggest change and the one that I am most excited about is what has just happened in the last week in the House, where it's really more a matter of procedure, in my opinion, than it is substance. We've just gone from a situation where, much to my frustration, 90% of the power of the body rested in one office, and that is the Speaker's office. And I have a lot of confidence and belief that we are now going to a situation where the majority of the power is going to rest among 150 members on the House floor, and that is an exciting development, whether we all know it or not, for every single person on this panel, because we are once again back in the game.
I hope also that we can work on a regional basis and be an important part of the statewide discussion about higher education, specifically the need to add more Tier 1 research universities in the state of Texas. Texas currently has 3 Tier 1 research universities. California has 9. The state of New York has 6. So we're behind in that department. I hope that North Texas is central to that discussion. First, because we have a number of institutions that are well positioned to step up, and at the top of that list, I think, is UT Arlington. But also, North Texas is the largest metro area in the nation that does not have a Tier 1 research university.
And improving educational opportunities for kids in public schools we have to continue to work on that. We have to continue to enhance that. We have to make sure that every kid that graduates from high school feels vested in our system, and that they can be a part of society and they can become productive citizens, whether they want to go to college or whether or not they want to go on and be in a trade or have a certain skill set. We need to take a really close look at our educational requirements for graduation.
When you put a burden on small business and tax business, which we always tout that we don't do, but this was a pretty hefty little tax. And small business, let's face it, that's 60 to 70% of our jobs nationally. So I definitely hope that we look at that and the way that we properly need to fund education. So I've already filed an education bill and an education funding bill, but I do believe air quality and transportation are also at the top of the list.